Give me a second here. Give me a second. All of that was trash. All of that was trash. What is up, Riff Refiners? We are back with episode number 40 of the Sunday Riff Refinery. It almost didn't happen this week because, I don't know, man. I was just feeling severely undermotivated. And huge shout out to my group chat with Burry, Niles, and Kyle. You guys really talked me through it and kind of give me the kick in the ass I needed to make sure I filmed today. So appreciate all of y'all. If y'all haven't subscribed to them here on YouTube yet, check them out down in the description. If you like modern metal and just insane riffs in general, check those guys out for me, okay? Now for today's Riff Refinery, we've got a lot of new gear. It's been a hell of a, 2 weeks for me. Everything kind of landed all at once. I've got a new amp right behind me. And if you haven't seen my review of this amp yet, because it's kind of a unique amp, go ahead and check that out up above and down in the description below. This is the CRAB Amps Dominator. There's no web store for this. There's no order form for this. You just hit the guy up on Facebook and tell him you want one of them and he'll make it 3 months later. It shows up at your doorstep after you paid for it. So there is some risk involved, obviously, because if you hate the amp, there's not really a whole company involved that you can get your money back from. So I took that risk for y'all. Check out that video. Let me know if you like it. You're gonna hear it today, but you're gonna hear it on a different guitar. And that guitar is part of today's new gear day as well. Not the guitar itself. I've had this guitar for a while. It's been kind of out of commission though because I messed up some things when I was soldering in some pickups. And so what did I do? I soldered in some new pickups and brand new electronics. Today we're gonna check out the Leviathan 7s from Auroratone Pickups. These are in this really sick custom black, like flat black with a gold, not sparkle, but gold splatter on them. They look really sick, they sound really sick, they're thick, they're clear, and we're gonna hear them through this amp. And I'm pretty stoked on it. We need to write something on a 7-string. It's been too long. We need to write something heavy. It's also been too long. I've been doing a lot of post-rock and grunge stuff, which if you haven't watched the past episodes of the Sunday Riff Refinery, there's like 3 of the past episodes are more grunge and new gaze and grunge gaze style music. So check those out as well. Again, linked up above, down below, blah, blah, blah. No sponsors or anything today. Everything that I'm using, I paid for. I bought that amp myself. I paid for these pickups from Auroratone, even though I am an artist of Auroratone, so I did get the artist hookup on them. But I still paid my money for them. Also worth mentioning is that in the signal chain, I do have the opaque drive from Substation Onyx. That is my overdrive of choice to drive this amp and pretty much any other amp that I'll own in the future as well. I love the opaque drive. Not an affiliate or anything like that. It's just a really great overdrive and I hope you all check it out. That is also linked down below. But now we need to check out the tone that we're working with today on the 7-string. So for this idea that I've got, we're working on a 7-string in drop G. This is a 27-inch multi-scale 7-string, so I'm able to rock these 10 to 74 strings. And I don't know, 74s are still a little bit too big for me. I might go for like a 72 next time I do a string change, but here's the tone that we're working on right now. Dude, satisfying as hell to play through that. Just to have my bases covered here, I am also using the Studio Cabs Contenders Round 1 from GGD, and we're rocking the Marshall with an SM57 and the Mesa Traditional with the Royer 121. Both of those are at 0 dB and pretty well bright. They sound good. This is how I like my guitar tone to sound. This sounds sick. All right, so you heard the idea a little bit there that we're gonna be working with for this riff. It's something kind of slow, kind of sludgy. We're at 170 BPM, so it's not exactly slow, but it's fun to play. It's got some groove to it, and let's go ahead and record it to a click and then we'll write some drums. Okay, so that's what we're working with for the riff itself. So let's stick true to my word and let's write some drums to that first. And to do that, I've got another new gear day for you all to see. That new gear day comes in the form of just this. This is the Akai MPK Mini. I was walking around Guitar Center because I had to get some emergency strings because I ran out. And I remembered that I broke my old MIDI keyboard. I finally broke it, I dropped it, and the USB cable is still plugged in and it just snapped off in there and everything was just done for. These were on sale for like, I think 80 bucks or something like that, and I grabbed one. So we're gonna use this finally to write some drums. We'll get it plugged in real quick. Let's go ahead and open up Eloy Drums. Eloy Drums is what I've been addicted to for a while now. I need to get this set up properly. I don't know how to change the octave that the pads are in. Anybody who knows, leave it in the comments. How do I change the octave that the actual pads are in so I can play drums off of those too? I'll figure it out on my own, I'm sure. but I would like it if one of you would tell me instead. I'll just use the keys for now. Okay, let's see what we've got going here. So we've got the F Street Grand preset inside of Eloy drums. It's again the preset I reach for every single time. Just sounds good, man, just sounds good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit play and we're gonna just play along with this. So I don't have a like camera view of this keyboard, you're just gonna have to kind of watch my hands, I guess, I don't know. Okay, so now let's do some hi-hats. I think we need hi-hats here. So now, man, I've been missing out. I've been doing all of this by hand with the mouse and keyboard for so long, and I just did that so much quicker just by playing it out. I really should have like dove into doing that a lot sooner. So let's go ahead and quantize all this so it's not so badly off the grid. And we want our velocities to all be a little bit better as well. But let's go ahead and just get all of this pretty well quantized on the grid. I'm gonna go ahead and fix the velocity with the kick. So let's go MIDI transform, random velocity, and let's go between 115 and let's do 123. Operate only. And you know what, let's do the same thing for the snares, but let's go ahead and bring that down to like 120 for the snares. And then we'll do the same thing for the hi-hats, bring that down as well. Okay, cool, now we need to re-record the guitars and double track them so it doesn't sound like crap. Cool, that works. That works. Okay, so for the next part, I want something similar for the drums. Actually, I don't. Let's go ahead and do the drums a little bit different. Let's do the drums before the guitar because I just want to get that out of the way this time. So we're gonna do just straight up double bass on this. Not double bass, it's just straight up kicks and snare though. We're not going to do the little two-step beat. Let's go ahead and go. Okay, that was terrible. That was truly awful. Now we've got to fix all of that. It's still faster than typing it all in. I promise, it's still faster. Well, you got to add some accents in here. I love using a ride crash, man. Let's go ahead and change the riff a little bit, not much. Okay, we got some pinch harmonics happening there now. Let's go ahead and double track that. That sounds good. Okay, so what are we thinking for the next part? Let's get the click track on and let's just jam along. I don't have any drums in mind for what I want to come next. No, we gotta change it up a little bit. Something like that? We're getting there. That little last part sounded good. Cool, that could be really cool chopping it up on the drums there. Let's see if I can do something with that on the drums real quick because that was sloppy and we need it to not be. We almost had that. Man, we almost had that. Okay, I think I know what I wanted to do now. So we'll leave that first one and then we'll put a second one that's just straight double bass, which I can't even program because I don't have two kick drums. Well, let's go one octave. I do have two kick drums on here. Cool. I keep trying to type on the MIDI keyboard like it's an actual keyboard. It's messing with my brain, man. I just tried to hit Command S for save and obviously it doesn't work. Okay, we can do this. Let's do this. Okay, let's figure out the cymbals and stuff. We gotta quantize all of this as well to get it not sounding so bad. Yeah, crash sounds good. We keep up with that. Do we do a ride? If we can find it. We'll make them sync with the snares though. All right, let's see if we can record something to this now. We had it in the first half. Everything works for me there except for the fills. What would you guys do different here? For some reason, this is messing with my head. We're gonna leave it for now and we're gonna double track that. All right, give me a second here. Give me a second. All of that was trash. All of that was trash. We've got to redo it. Let's just start from the top. We gotta slow it down. This riff is messing with my head. All right, so we've got that. Now we need something with different drums. I'm gonna repeat that same riff, unfortunately for myself, because I keep screwing it up. But I think we just want some straight double bass. So honestly, we might even grab this. So let's grab that one and paste it here and see if it works. We can just change the cymbals and stuff around. I think that works for it, man. I think that works for it. Let's end it though on something that works a little bit better. Cool. Let's record the guitars to that now. Maybe we want this to go a little bit further. Let's do it. We need a click there. Let's do it one more time, y'all. One more time. Cool, there's one. And we need one more. This is a fun one now. That's a fun little twist there. Simple caveman riffs do the trick, y'all. Cool, let's go ahead and extend out these drums as well because we need that to end on the same note. All right, easy as pie. Let's go ahead, put down the 7-string. Let's go ahead and do some bass. Hold on. Well, I was gonna record bass and turns out that my battery was dead. And that always happens to me, man. Always happens to me. I've been using it a ton and I always forget that over time these batteries deplete. And then I sit there without any sound and wonder why, and then I finally remember, oh yeah, it's an active bass. All right, so for the bass tones, we will be using Parallax X because it just fits with this, and I've just got it on the default setting right now. I'll mess with the tones later. I just want to play, man. Okay, let's go ahead and start tracking bass to these parts. Okay, that's actually pretty easy. That's pretty easy. I thought it would be a little bit harder on this long scale bass. Okay, we need to groove with that a little bit more. Let's turn down this bass. I have it a little bit too loud. Turn down the bass so I can hear the guitars better. Cool, we've got both of the intro parts. This will be the interesting and annoying part. All right, last piece here. Last piece. Yes, that was sloppy. I get it. But I don't care. We're trucking along. Man, that works. That works. This is a fun little beater of a song, man. And imagine, I almost didn't write this today. I almost didn't even record this today. again, thanks to the homies for coming through and just making me see the light that I need to stick to my songwriting series. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do what I always do. I'm gonna go mix this, I'm gonna go master this, and you're gonna go listen to it right about now. All right, so what do we think, y'all? That was a fun one. That's a fun little Caveman riff. I know that I can probably change some things up in that because it gets really repetitive, especially with a dan-nan-nan-nan-nan-nan-nan, but I don't care. I don't care, man. That was a lot of fun. I hope y'all had fun watching it. If you did, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, help me out here. Or if you really want to do me a favor, please just go ahead and watch some more of my videos. That's super helpful to help me get, you know, the word of the Riff Refinery out there. But with all that done and said, I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, your week, or whenever you're watching this. And until next time, peace and love, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye now.